just sit on 60. They're pretty strict on the speed.
Yeah.
The speed gauge in the cars shows slightly higher speed, about 4 or 5 kilometers above. The manufacturers did that purposely so you don't lose your license. However, they look at that in the test. So they will not fail you if it's going up to 5 kilometers an hour above the speed limit on the clock. But they will if it's more than that, okay? So they may give you a speed warning, okay? So just be mindful of that. Even when you're cruising, just check your mirror every now and then. If the, shadow in the mirror triggers your attention, just see what it is. Someone's overtaking you, coming too fast, too close. So just a little tilt with your chin like that. Test it out, mate. That's it. Just a natural look. See, there's that car overtaking us. It's always good to pay attention to understand what's happening within your sort of 50, 60 meters radius around you. So that's very important. Depending on the speed you're doing, really. On a freeway, doing 100, you really should know what's happening at sort of a couple of 100 meters, Let's turn left. Straight in there, check your mirror. We haven't passed any cyclists. It would be pointless checking the blind spot if you regularly check your rearview mirror. And never mistake that for a giveaway. Sometimes people get here thinking it's a giveaway. So first car again, check. Okay, to the right. Yeah, mirror. Look left and right for trains because unlikely but not impossible, the boom gate can malfunction. Turn right here. You can cut into the here. You can cut into the median strip. Sharp turn, Mohammed. Okay, it was a little bit slow, so I do understand I gave you a little bit short instruction there, but obviously it's the first right. Whenever they say turn right, they refer to the first street on the right side, for example. Slow down, mirror, same thing, a little bit, bit of a tilt with the chin, check to the right side, watch the bump, nice and slow. Yeah, push through the first bit quicker, and then you can take your time in the roundabout, indicate, mirror, slow down, and turn right here, thanks, indicate, mirror, check from a distance, go. Push through the first bit, and then slow down significantly, don't go above 20 in here. It's a very sharp angle. Nice and slow to the left, that's it. And take the first car park on the left. Mirror, slow down heaps. Make sure that you're on the left. Don't be fast. So you should always allow enough space for another car on your right side, okay? Okay, let's reverse park in the first bay after the curb. Indicate left, counting 1, 2, overshoot the third line, that car's overtaking, that'll do, that's fine. So you overshot by about a metre, but that's okay, you can compensate. As soon as you select reverse gear, get your back off the seat, okay? So you got to be, you got to see everything swing sharp. Now, go full lock. Check everywhere, not just one spot. What about the traffic on that side now? So every couple of seconds, check a different direction. You can exactly judge in that mirror how you're lining up. So that's a perfect path so far, mates. Keep going. So once you are not, once you stop steering actively, you can go a little bit faster, but when you steer, slow down like now. Swing it once and one more. Back window here, between the seats here. Depth, okay. One more time, back window, and if you believe that's about deep enough, which it is, park position, handbrake on. Okay, open and check. So if you are not happy, you should correct it, okay? So you should go forward and correct it. They don't take points off it for you if it's one correction. Yeah. But, obviously it might, if you do it, a couple of times, you might lose points for flow. Yeah. So preserve every single point that you get. Okay, so now you might also get asked to do the right side reverse parking. Okay, so let's turn left and we'll pick one of the bays that's going to be on the right-hand side. Okay, so when you're ready, so let's turn left. Okay, all right, so let's pick that one with a crack in the middle. 1, 2, indicate left as well. 3.5. So because we're starting from the further position, we've got to overshoot more. So minimum 3.25 with your right mirror. But if you overshoot slightly more, you will avoid static steering. Okay, so again, get your back off the seat. So that's important. When you select reverse gear, just get in the mode of sort of super observer. Okay, so start to move. Check that mirror now. Okay, keep going. Check that curve there. So go slightly out. There could be a car. Say, for example, if there's traffic, if there's cars parked on that side, you've got to watch that angle as well. Okay. So now turn right again because you missed the curve up here, and check everywhere, back window, that direction as well. Now shortly you're going to see the second line in the left mirror there, and then make a judgment if you need to correct it. You don't, so that's pretty much it, okay? So you can judge by the opposite car there, swing now, quick, lower down the speed, but now, see, you're a little bit closer to that side. So what you can do, because you're still halfway out, so start to move again and slightly bring it closer. See how it's coming closer? And now when you want to bring your front end that way, keep movement. You bring it right a bit to bring your front end left. And when it's parallel, just go as much as you need to. That's it. So that's straight, okay? Back window, no, you're sticking out. To see, you can see the depth in the side mirror is pretty good, you know, so don't stop too early. So get in, keep going. You've got another 0.5 metre at least. Keep going, back window as well here, just for upright standing objects, or if you're in the shops, you know, for trolleys, for people on bikes and scooters and stuff like that. Okay, same thing, open the door and check. Okay, that's perfect. So it was slightly wider to that side, but you corrected it. So you can do that on the go, unless you want to wait until whatever you feel more comfortable with. If you ended up slightly closer to that side, you open the door, you know, you need to see if you're happy with it. If not, you can go forward by about a length, you know, 1.5 maybe lengths of your car, and then reverse it back in. So, you know, ideally do it from the first shot, you know, so don't have to, you know, if you don't have to repeat it, you will preserve the maximum amount of points. All right, mate, so also they can ask you to park forward when you get to the car park, okay? So it's pretty sort of rare, but sometimes, you know, if they want to check your, you know, observation skills, it's a different set of skills when you're going forward, because obviously you've got to, you know, stretch up a little bit and you know, see as much as possible, you know, of your front end there, and especially when you're parking next to a car. So what I'd like you to do, turn right, and we are going to park next to the van. Okay, so let's go. So which side do you think it's easier, Mohammed? Next to the van. Before or after? From here? After, yes. Closer to the left. Indicate right. Okay. So when your front bumper roughly reaches the center of that bay, so further forward a touch, now swing it. Movement as well. Stretch up. Look at me. Stretch up. Do that, okay? Doesn't matter if you cross this line. So go slightly that way. So because if there was a car there, it would be a problem. But now it's not, okay? So check the side mirrors for lines. Don't brake heavy. So you can see the lines in the side mirror. Okay, straighten out now, once, and that's it. No, that's too much. Okay, so you can see, you know, you can judge by the trajectory of a vehicle, and that's about it. Okay, it's always easier to park after the car if you have multiple empty bays after that spot, okay, because if there was a car in that bay on the left, it would be impossible to use that edge of the line to cross it to obviously position it like you did, okay? So that's perfect, okay? So right side is a lot easier than left side, okay? So keep it simple. It's generally your choice. Sometimes they can ask you to do something specific, but obviously as long as you know what they're asking you, you'll be fine. All right, mate, so now if you want to reverse that way and face that way, okay, so you can't steer to full lock immediately. Once you've selected reverse gear, again, get your back off the seat, okay? Straight back out a little bit. Okay, let's move. Okay, you can turn a little bit, but watch your front right end there, back window as well. That's about enough for now. When you get halfway, you know, the length of that van, About now you can go to full lock, but extend your body, check there. You got plenty, that's it, mate. You got at least a half a metre. Back window again now. So in this situation, obviously, you're not positioned on the left, but that's fine. Stop wherever you can, as long as you can effortlessly get out without interfering with that end of that car, right? Okay, so mirror, just mirror. No need for indicators here, mate. So just a mirror to check around. No one's passing you. Let's move. Okay, so if it's on the left side, you may need to hook outwards slightly. Okay, so let's indicate left and park in one of the bays on the left. So see where the black mark is. So let's go after that one, after that black stain. So hook slightly out, providing no one's coming from there and no one's overtaking your car. So you've got to do that. So very slowly, swing sharp left now, full lock as quick as you can. Sharp, 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 quick, quick, quick. Okay. So it doesn't matter if you cross that line slightly. So you were a little bit slow on turning, but that's okay. Leave it locked. And shortly you'll see the lines in the side mirrors, okay? The little bubble ones, okay? Leave it locked, it's still not straight. So you've got to change your viewing angle. So don't lock your eyes for longer than a couple of seconds on one spot, okay? So keep moving, keep moving. And when you feel it parallel, cross-reference that mirror and that mirror. Straighten up now, once and twice. Okay, further forward a little bit. You've got another, that's it, a few inches. Okay, park position, handbrake on. See if you're happy with that. Okay, if not, okay, you can do this. Reverse out by about a length of your car, straight back, because you're a lot closer to that side, okay? Get you back off the seat again as soon as you reverse gear. Okay, what do we do? Where do we turn?
We turn left.
Of course, yeah, so, but not sharply. Look back as well. Get out, yep, keep going, keep going. Okay, so look at the left side mirror. So you're trying to get closer to that side. Now, right a bit. Okay, back window once more. Okay, that'll do. Okay, straighten up. Okay, drive gear. And swing it left. Left, left, left more, left more. Look at the little mirror. Okay, the line's going to appear shortly. Sharp right now. Okay, and when you feel it parallel, straighten up one turn. That's it. A little bit deeper. That'll do. That's fine. Park position, handbrake on. Open and check. Do you reckon that's better?
Yeah.
Okay. So corrections are okay. What you've got to know that you shouldn't be too fast, okay? So just enough to see how your trajectory is changing, and obviously you can correct it. So very low speed. This is a low speed maneuver, and you should execute it as such. All right. Reverse that way and face that way. So this time we don't have a car next to you, so you can swing it to full lock as soon as possible. So reverse gear again. Okay, get you back off the seat. All right, start to move and swing that wheel. Bit of a tap on accelerator, mate. Just a tiny tap on accelerator, that's it. Get movement, keep going, a little bit more, tap it again. Not too much, and that'll do. As long as you can get out, fine, no problems at all. You don't have to go parallel or anything. Drive gear, just check around you and go. No need to indicate in this situation, okay? As long as you know what's happening around you. Yeah. And turn right, indicate right. Okay, check your mirror. Don't cut corners. See, you're cutting that corner, there would be not enough space for another car to pass you on the right. Do allow enough space for another car, or a bus, Turn right, thanks mate. Indicate, check, wait. Okay, because you hesitated a little bit, you could have gone initially, but you looked a bit late, go, push. Yeah, you can beat that one. And now you can slow down because you are not in the way of oncoming traffic. Indicate left, mirror, closer left. Okay. And push freely. So we're in a 50 zone here, okay? So it changed after you got off that bridge there, okay? So remember that. Yeah. You've got a couple of other car parks that are a lot busier than that one. Yeah. So, it's pretty random which one they take you to. Slow down a bit, mirror. Straight through, check from a distance. No one there. Hook slightly out. Left indicator. Mirror. You can't overdo your mirrors, okay? So whenever your speed fluctuates and when the shadow is changing here, you want to know what's going on. Whatever grabs your attention, just pay a good look and see what it is, and they will appreciate that. You'll earn their respect as a driver, okay? Turn right at the roundabout, thanks mate. Indicate right, mirror, check from a distance, deep look. Good to go. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. It's a sharp turn, indicate left, especially if it's so bumpy like this, roundabout here, a bit closer left. Some funny slow points here. Okay, so the vehicle from opposite direction would have a give way sign. You don't from here, but you still need to indicate here, indicate right, mirror, slow down gently. They give way to you, you go first. Look over your shoulder briefly there, that's it. Indicate left, so they wait for you. See, that person has a give way sign, a little bit faster, don't almost stop there. Yeah, so see, they've got to give way. So if that's you, you would give way to traffic that's coming from the opposite direction. Turn right. So we've got one of those peanut-shaped roundabouts or double roundabouts. So indicate right, mirror, check from a distance now. All you need to do, you need to get through the harm's way, which is a give way section, I call it harm's way. Okay. Don't indicate, no. Someone's going to think you're turning there. That's why they shaped it like this. I'll send you a video explaining these ones. Left indicator now, okay? So the reason they extended that roundabout, by the way, should have left an indicator a little bit longer, okay? So minimum 3 seconds worth of blinking, unless there's a street coming up on the left where you might potentially mislead another driver. So those two streets don't line up.
Yeah.
That used to be a single roundabout, but people used to indicate left to exit, and somebody who's coming from the left street would assume that that person's turning left, and they collide as a result, okay? It's a 60 here, so you're doing about 45, so that's not a good thing. Turn left. Indicate. Mirror. This one's bumpy as well, so no one from the opposite direction, we can proceed. As soon as you get off William Street, it's 50 zone. All the rest of the streets around, that come off William Street are 50. As soon as you get into the set of small streets, you can expect that they're going to ask you to pull over on the side of the road and to do the exercise, left someone behind. Keep going for now, sit on 50, every now and then, just give it a quick check, see there's a postie there, any sort of changes in, shadows in your rear view mirror should trigger your attention to see what's going on, okay? Especially if it's within your, close surroundings, The next roundabout, turn left, indicate, mirror, slow down significantly, check. It's a bit awkward angle there. Take it. Okay, as soon as you finish turning, secondary mirror check to see if anyone's catching up, straight to the end, and then turn left at a T-junction. Closer left. So you're positioning slightly wide, and you've got to do a lot of harder work to get it back to the left, okay? So try to follow the curb as it bends, Okay, turn right in this street, you slow down heaps. You can cut into the median strip, but don't cut the wide solid line. Got to be careful. Now sharper, straighten up, don't accelerate yet because you're going to be careful, don't get on that there. So, once you finish turning, just make sure that you don't go too far to the right. Just allowing enough space for the traffic coming from the opposite direction. Okay, so one of these streets, this is probably one of the easiest ones, Crawford Road. Okay, so the assessor goes, all right, mate, I'd like you to stop on the side of the road wherever you feel safe, indicate, check your mirror, and now make a decision. Am I okay here? No bus stops, no blind bends, no, what else?
No driveways?
Driveways are everywhere, not driveways. Any type of intersection, right? So it would be a little bit further away from any streets, okay? And what shouldn't you park on top of?
Fire hydrant?
Fire hydrant, okay? So you shouldn't be on top of it, okay? So the rule book says 1 meter, but I recommend, to be more generous. Give it 10, okay? Be able to see it over the bonnet and be able to see it behind in the mirror. Okay, so now you switch off your indicator, but when you come back from the, from the opposite direction, when you do the last part of this exercise, just pick the driveway that you're going to use later. So go after the construction site and use one of them there. So first available driveway is always a good option.
Yeah.
If there's no driveways, use a side street, a roundabout if there's one in the area, or whatever else suitable. If it's a park on the right side, there's no driveways to properties. What you do is you basically just go past the driveway on the left, and you can reverse into. That's an easier option than going forward into the left driveway, because then you would have to give way to two directions, and you have to end up on the far side of the road.
Yeah.
See how quickly that car's overtaking us.
Yeah.
So the reason we shouldn't park too close on a street, if that's a street, that driveway there, and there's a driver turning left from that street, they will naturally look that way, and if there's no traffic, they would commit to turning, but the next moment someone's overtaking your parked vehicle. Keep about 20 metres. The rule book says 10. I believe it's a bit short, okay? Maybe not in the, very dense area where you've got 65 cars parked within sort of 200 metres. Well, people will naturally drive slower. But on this street, they'd be pretty fast. Anyways, I'd like you to remember this spot here. We'll drive off, and at some point I'm going to ask you to come back here when you're ready. So first is mirror. So your indicator is subject to what's happening in the mirror. If no one's there, you indicate blind spot and go. Okay? So you shouldn't turn because you were on the left side.
Yep.
So if you turn, that's going to position you closer to the middle, which you don't want, right?
Yep.
Okay. So I'd like you to go back to the hash of some time. What about the U-turn here? Indicate right. Okay. Almost overshoot the street. Yep. Turn and make it a U shape in the street. Okay. Now full lock quickly. Now you no longer have priority on that street. Indicate left. Left indicator. Look. You got to give way. Sharp left. Sharp left. Sharp left. You're not turning. One more look. Sharper left. Go. Push. So ensure that you check that street because you got off it. You no longer have the priority. So that could be an option in your driving test. Okay, so obviously we're passing that construction site. Indicate right already. You've got to give it about 5 seconds worth of blinking. Check your mirror properly. No need for the blind spot here because you're turning right. And, presumably you checked the mirror a few times. That's fine. Get in there and just aim towards the center of the driveway. Sharper right now. Up to the letterbox line, you can angle it slightly to the right a little bit, but you've got to straighten up the wheels. Okay, look at the little round mirror, either one of the two. So do you reckon you could go slightly more in? Because your car's a bit too far out. It might, so go a little bit more. Okay, a little bit more, a few more inches, a little bit more. Okay, that's it. Now, the reason we've got this deep is, you have to be in a position to end up on the left side of the road. Yeah. To do that, you have to maintain extremely low speed and high turning ratio. Okay, reverse gear. As soon as you select reverse gear, you do what? That's it, mate. That's it. Let's go. Swing sharp left. Go full lock. Check everywhere. Check that side to see if there's any cars going maybe a bit wider. Look at that one. If the car appears from behind, you would stop and freeze. Stop in parallel about a little bit more. That's about it. Stop there. Okay. Drive gear. No. Switch that off. Okay, so let me tell you this. If you get out and keep an eye on the mirror, and if you change gears while you're checking the mirror, you shouldn't even indicate right. However, 99% of test candidates would wait a lot longer there. They look down to the gear knob and, take a few more seconds. If that's the case, yes, you do the mirror, so you wouldn't indicate before you check the mirror, because if there is a car passing, don't indicate. You don't want to freak somebody out, right? So now check the mirror, because we've been here for a while. Indicate right if there's no one. Look over your shoulder to see if someone's coming out of that driveway that you can't see. Straighten up, and then left indicator again, and pull up again next to the, the sign. Slightly closer to the left. You can see the distance from a curb in the little mirror, okay? Yeah, you've still got plenty, so keep going. Loosen up your arms, but you're a bit too tense, okay? Just make sure that you relax. Park position, yep. Earlier when you lost your trajectory a little bit while you were checking the blind spot, because when you were looking over your shoulder, you had your elbows firm, okay? Yeah. So as you turned your neck and upper body, it pulled the steering wheel, which shouldn't really. If those elbows are relaxed, your torso and your neck would be disconnected from that. So you'd basically keep the same path, just doing that. But see, the hands are not moving, okay? So just a little, it takes a second, okay? But if you're firm here, your torso movement will pull, obviously, the steering, okay?